Let's go camping! It's Sunday Fun Day. This week on our camping trip, I met a new friend and her name is Laurel. We learned to make a fire and talk about Jesus being our light. But before we get to the camping adventure, we're going to enjoy some great worship together. So jump up, stretch those arms and legs, and enjoy.
It's like I'm living for the first time, finally living for the first time. It's like I'm living for the first time, finally living for the first time. It's like I'm living for the first time, finally living for the first time. It's like I'm living for the first time, finally living for the first time. It's like I'm living for the first time, finally living for the first time. It's like I'm living for the first time, finally living for the first time. This is what you do, this is what you do. You make me come alive. This is what you do, this is what you do. You make me come alive. This is what you do, this is what you do. You make me come alive. This is what you do, this is what you do. You make me come alive. You make me come
Hello, boys and girls. There's me sitting by a fire, all frustrated and irritated because I just can't light it. It's not starting. And there I look to my side. There's a girl who comes past. and she offers me such a kind, "Hello, how are you? Do you need some help?" So I tell her that I can't start this fire. I have the wood, I have a lighter, but it just does not want to start. And she sits down and tries to help me. She looks at what I have and then realizes that I don't have a fire starter. And silly me, I had it all along. So I light it up and whoa, that was a really big fire. It caught us off guard. It was so bright and beautiful. We had a really good giggle at that. So me and my new friend sat down to have a bit of a chat. It reminded her of a verse in the Bible, John 8, verse 12, where Jesus says, "I am the light of the world. He who follows me will not walk in the darkness, but will have the light of life." Wow, I had to look at her again and say, "Where was that?" And she said, John 8, verse 12.
It was party time! Not that kind of party. It was Israel's party of lights. They would light big lights, so big that the whole city was lit up. This was to remember when God rescued Israel from Egypt. God appeared as a light and led them to the promised land. It was at this party that Jesus said, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life."
But I was still just a little confused. Do I only follow that person when it's dark? And I looked around and I saw it was still light. So I had to ask my new friend, "Could you please explain that just a little bit more to me? I was a bit confused." So she explained that light helps us see clearly. It gives us direction. For example, if you're walking down a street with no street lights, you'll walk into something with a big bump and you can't see where you're going. When Jesus said that we will have the light of life, he meant in our spiritual life. Our relationship with God is important. Jesus promises us that light leads us to life. Knowing him, knowing his love for us leads us to living a pleasing, a good, and a fun life with him. And I understood it even more. Wow, what fun it must be to walk with Jesus in the light. And then it reminded me that Robs was actually showing light in my life. She was shining Jesus by showing me kindness and helping me start my fire. Robs explained to me again that when Jesus lives in us, we also shine his light to people. He has called us to be his sons and daughters of light by helping and loving others around us. Even in simple ways, we show his light. Wow, this really amazed me. So I asked Robs, is it the same if I had to help someone cross the street or share my food and just be kind to someone? She said that's exactly it. There are such simple ways to show Jesus' love and light to everyone we meet, wherever we go. Wow, this really changed my heart, and I realized that I could shine Jesus' light everywhere I go. This is really amazing.